In today's chess video, I'll be sharing some fascinating opening strategies, traps, and concepts related to the Berlin defense, an opening that enjoys popularity at the Grandmaster level. The sequence of moves begins with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop b5, which is famously known as the Ruy Lopez opening or the Spanish game. White's objective here is to indirectly target the e5 pawn by putting pressure on the defending knight. Upon reaching this point, Black has various options to consider. The most natural move involves playing a6 to challenge the white bishop's position. However, one of the standout defensive choices at the Grandmaster level is knight f6, giving rise to what we refer to as the Berlin defense. If you delve into the games of Magnus Carlsen, you'll notice his frequent use of this line both as black and white. Notably, Vladimir Kramnik played a pivotal role in revitalizing this opening during the 2000 World Chess Championship against Garry Kasparov. As of today, numerous top-tier grandmasters regularly employ this opening in their games. What makes the Berlin defense particularly appealing? To begin with, it offers a remarkably sturdy foundation, rendering it a top choice as a defensive strategy. This opening stands as one of the most robust defenses for Black against the king's pawn opening. This adaptability empowers the white player to tailor their moves in accordance with their strategic intentions. Now, let's delve into the available options for white in this particular position. Three highly prominent moves are castling, advancing the d3 pawn, and developing the knight to c3. While the thought of bishop to c6 may arise, it proves to be less advantageous due to the ensuing pawn capture, followed by knight capture. This sequence enables Black to respond with queen to d4, reclaiming the pawn with tempo and thereby establishing a more favorable position. Returning to earlier points, moves such as knight c3 and pawn d3 appear intuitive due to their role in safeguarding the vulnerable pawn from potential capture by the opposing knight. Opting for knight c3 creates a transition into the four knights game, a dynamic opening with diverse variations. Here, both sides gradually mobilize their pieces, culminating in a systematic offensive. Nonetheless, in the context of this video, my primary focus revolves around two pivotal lines: the initiation with pawn to d3, or the prompt short castle. These two moves stand out as the preeminent choices, encompassing over 80% of high-level games. Each move serves a distinct purpose. The d3 move bolsters the position, paving the way for a game rich in tactical strategies and creative concepts. Conversely, the castling move leads down a path where queen exchanges transpire, propelling us into a theoretical middle game scenario. Let's begin by examining the scenario when white ups for castling. In this position, the undefended pawn prompts Black to capture it. However, there exists a subtle yet crafty trap that I'd like to reveal. The sequence unfolds with a cunning move, rook to e1, exerting pressure on the knight. Subsequently, the knight retreats to d6, posing a threat to the bishop. Rather than safeguarding the bishop, an intriguing decision is made to capture the pawn on e5. Should Black yield to greed and capture the bishop, an astute knight move to c6 executes a discovered check to the king, leading to the forfeiture of the Black queen. In retrospect, prior to embarking on rook e1, a more strategic choice emerges in the form of d4. This move serves to exert pressure on the central pawn, which guards the king along the semi-open file. If the pawn is taken, rook e1 ensues, positioning white for an imminent attack. This narrative guides us to the point where knight d6 is executed, setting up a sequence of bishop exchanges and pawn captures. As the layers unfold, we witness a key juncture: queen takes queen and king takes queen. This sequence solidifies one of the primary lines within the open variation, often referred to as the Berlin Wall. This line thrusts us into a theoretical landscape, characterized by a scarcity of overt tactical opportunities. Notably, White boasts an advantageous passed pawn that could prove pivotal in an endgame scenario. Additionally, black's centralized king becomes a target for white's rooks, while black grapples with the presence of doubled pawns, an unfavorable position. On the positive side for black, the possession of a bishop pair presents strategic potential in the open nature of the game. Although white maintains a slight edge, securing an outright victory proves challenging for either side. For those proficient in navigating endgames, or seeking to sidestep intricate tactical combinations in the middle game, this solid opening serves as a dependable choice. The key strategic elements for both sides are highlighted visually, making it a potent option, even for those aiming to secure a draw against higher-rated opponents. Now, let's delve into a completely distinct variation, offering a sharp contrast to the Berlin Wall defense. White promptly advances with d3, extending defense to the pawn. While black has the option to play d6, this move would unfortunately lead to the entrapment of the bishop. Therefore, a more logical maneuver involves liberating the bishop first, relocating it to c5. This positioning allows the bishop to exert influence over the king side. From this juncture, various lines come into play. One potential course of action consists of initiating pawn to c3, a preparatory move for the eventual push of d4. Subsequently, black castles, followed by white's castling move. Finally, black advances d6, reinforcing the center. This sequence mirrors a standard Ruy Lopez setup, encompassing a wealth of tactical opportunities. Taking a step back, an intriguing alternative stems from this position: bishop takes on c6, followed by d takes on c6. At this juncture, a trap unfolds for black. If white proceeds carelessly and captures the pawn, the subsequent move of queen to d4 results in a checkmate threat, simultaneously targeting the knight. Ultimately, this sequence places white at a significant disadvantage, trailing an entire piece, which consequently tilts the game in black's favor. However, sidestepping the pawn capture, white should proceed with conventional development moves. This choice ushers in a standard configuration of the king's pawn game, allowing both sides the opportunity to gradually construct an offensive strategy and determine the outcome. As with all openings, the Berlin defense holds a slight advantage for white. Nonetheless, black possesses substantial prospects to restore equilibrium and potentially clinch victory in the game. Now, it's time for a puzzle. In the given position, it's white's turn, and you need to find the best move for white. Share your answers in the comments, and let's see how many of you can solve it correctly. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with future videos. Take a moment to check out the other videos appearing on your screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and peace.